What's up, y'all? It's me, Gibby, and I'm back with another video. In this video, I'm going to explain to y'all how I could have won, but I ended up losing, and I lost pretty bad. But yeah, so I opened the charts today pretty late. I overslept, and I saw a whole bunch of selling pressure. As you can see, I had a sell set up waiting, and I just missed it. But as you can see on the right hand side, I drew my Fibonacci from my most recent 4-hour low to the most recent high that it made. And then I'm just gonna look for a setup, a buy setup in this 61.8 or the 78.6 area. So yeah, my setups typically look like a candlestick pattern, a breakout pattern, or multiple rejections from that area, like strong wick rejections. Or I'll just go with another fib, a little smaller time frame fib rejection, where I look for a setup inside the same 61.8 or 78.6 area. And if it's a smaller time frame fib, I'm pretty much just looking for a candlestick pattern to give me the cue to go ahead and get in the trade, stop loss underneath the candle. But yeah, so I'm clearly looking for buys because the market went strongly down, and I'm like, we too late to be looking for sales. We too late in the sell trend to be looking for sales, and we're at this key level that I have highlighted in purple. And basically, I was just looking for this area to act as a new support area because it was recently, previous from that, it was a resistance. So I was looking originally for buys. So as you can see on the left hand side on the 15-minute chart, I'm drawing a trend line that I'm pretty much anticipating to break for me to then be like, all right, it's time to actually look for buys now. So yeah, I drew that, and what I was supposed to do at this point was like pretty much just sit and wait. But markets wasn't moving fast enough for me, I guess, and I pretty much started doing other things. And you're gonna see that further along in this video how I completely switched my analysis and I ended up losing. But yeah, I'm seeing a lot of selling pressure, and I'm just thinking like, all right, I don't know. Right now it's buying up, but it's still at a real nice low area. And here I'm just typing in some notes so I can keep myself on track. I'm just typing in some notes. But then I got bored and I was like, yo, bro, it looked like the market is slowly trying to move up. And we got this like lower high and this lower low right here. And I'm like, okay, it's moving slowly up. Maybe we can get a smaller fib to go down a little further because we did sell a lot. So I pretty much just forgot about everything I thought about in the first place, which was we too far down and we shouldn't be looking for sales at this key area. This is a key area where we should be looking for buy pressure. Man, I just psyched myself out. This is how traders psych themselves out. Don't psych yourself out, guys. Stick with what you already know. Simple. Break, retest, and then look for a continuation. Simple. Just simple math. But I completely just erased my whole analysis and started looking for sales. I said, forget about it. We're gonna look for some sales. And this is where I pretty much lost it. Pretty much lost my sauce at this point. And we're just gonna keep watching the video to see how I just let good setups pass me by left and right. right here, you just see me chasing the sell, man. The market's just dipping. I'm like, yo, you dipping so much, you might as well come back, and test my little area where I like to get in at. It's just dipping. I'm like, already making new lows. Clearly, we doing sales today. Like, we just gonna drop. That's what we doing. So I'm just like, all right, let's get into it. It almost touched my key area, my 61.8, but it didn't quite touch it. So that's why I didn't get in for that sell right there. And it started breaking the candle. Could have been in that, but I just was like, nah, I'm gonna stick to it. This whole series is about sticking to the plan. Yes, I'm falling short in this situation, but I'm still sticking to my plan when it comes to kind of setup I like to get, but in the wrong direction at this point. Would have been the right direction if I would have locked in completely. Me waking up late, I don't know. I just wasn't prepared mentally, and I should have just probably not even opened the charts. Probably should have just called the day a day not to trade, but anyway, we're here now, right? So yeah, I'm pretty much just fast forwarding it, showing y'all how I drew out a perfect area for me to get in for a buy, but I ignored my original analysis and I'm looking for sales. It ended up touching my highlighted area, and I just got in sales right there. So now I'm like, all right, cool. It's kind of risky because, as you see on the 15-minute side, you see the candles printing side by side like that after that strong push to the downside on the 15-minute. I noticed when candles start to print side by side like that, typically that's the market saying that it's slowing down. We went down really, really hard, and now we're slowing down. That could have been my cue if I was still locked in for the buys to like, okay, we slowing down. Now let's look for this candle, this trend line break. But I lost it. We in a sell right here. But I'm like, yo, we still being freaky because we did create this little support area on this 3-minute. It's being kind of freaky, man. Looking like it don't want to do what I wanted to do. And I'm just like, yeah, I'm about to get out of this. I wasn't liking the pressure. I just said, yeah, I gotta get out of this. This is moving upwards. So I got out. And instead of me switching my mindset to buys at this area this time, I'm thinking, okay, maybe we're just gonna do a deeper pullback for sales. Completely ignoring that trend line I have right there. So yeah, just watch me chase sales. This right here is where I should have bought, but I didn't. This is a signal in my 4-hour Fibonacci setup area to where I could have got in for a buy. But yeah, let's just watch how beautifully that trade plays out. Potential trade. Excuse me, y'all. I am under the weather. Season's changing, and it's a lot of pollen outside in Georgia, so I'm pretty much, my sinuses are messed up. So if you hear me sniffling, my apologies. But yeah, you see how beautifully that's going up. But look at me still chasing for a sale. I'm like, all right, let me stretch this out. Maybe we are doing a deeper pullback to this other trend line to do a Fibonacci sell-off. I'm like, maybe that trend line was too tight. Second guessing myself, man. But yeah, so these buys played out pretty nicely. And I'm looking for, instead of that, I'm pretty much looking for a sell at this higher trend line that I have drawn out on a 15-minute. Thinking that maybe we're just doing a deeper pullback for a nice sellout, because we got a lot of pressure, but we clearly just broke structure on the 3-minute. But yeah, I see a supply area at the same area where I see potential resistance in the trend line, the downwards trend line. So I was looking like, all right, that highlighted area, that's a good area for me to get in for a sell. It touched my 61.8 area, so I could have went in for a sell right there, but I was like, nah, I want a little deeper, because like I said, I see more confluence at the top of that. So we didn't get in right there. For buys, I wanted a deeper pullback. And I was just like, yo, if it didn't give me a deeper pullback, just only focusing on Fibonacci type setups, not thinking about my patterns or anything like that at all, or trend line break. But yeah. Yeah, so it was moving so strongly into my supply half drawn up right here. And I'm just like, yo, like, what's happening, man? Like, nah, I can't do no sales right here. That's over with. Like, okay, maybe we're doing a deeper pullback, ignoring that trend line right there. Y'all, if you can learn anything from this video right here, this is how you chase a trade, trying to force a trade. This is me trying to force a trade. Then I was like, yo, let me go to 4 hour. I went to the 4 hour, saw that 4 hour candle that was forming was like basically almost as equal as the one that had just formed previous to that one. I'm like, yo, I could have gotten buys already, but we here now. Maybe this is making a 4 hour wick to then go back down. Maybe that's just gonna go back down into the trend line area. But yeah, this is how you chase a trade. Don't chase a trade. This is really a lesson for myself. That's why I'm making this video. But hopefully, like I said, y'all can learn from this. So I'm like, okay, cool. We get some selling pressure coming back down. Maybe we go back down into this little trend line. In the trade, didn't wait for no type of confirmation. Like I told y'all, I like to wait for when it does get into these areas. Had I wait for more confirmation, I would have not even gotten into this trade and lost as badly as I did. I just got in aggressively. I liked how fast it looked like it was starting to move. As you can see on this 4 hour, it looked like it had retested or was retesting that wick to go back down. That's what I was trying to play, that little bounce. That's not even a part of my strategy though. So yeah, market just keep pushing up. That's a strong buy candle on a 15-minute. Like, I was just completely ignoring everything. I was just so locked down on sales, and nothing was telling me sales anymore, man. Like, see how big that candle is compared to the other purple candles? Like, pressure was up now. And then, you know, there we go. We just lost. So, yeah, that's how you lose a trade when you could have won. It went up so beautifully. That would have been a lot of money. But yeah, if y'all watched the video this far, all the way to the end, I really, really, really thank you so much. If y'all learned anything from the video, please leave in the comments what lesson did y'all learn from this video. Pretty sure it was a lot of lessons. This is how I was trading for a very, very long time. Like, I would always psych myself out. Like, I would have the right idea, but I end up switching it completely up. I'm actively working on that to fix that. As a trade, like as you can see in the trade I did yesterday, like I did one trade and I was in and out and I won. I stuck to my original plan and it executed. Today, I just kind of was thrown off, overslept, came to the markets late, and saw all that sales. I was just intimidated by the sales. So this is the result. I ended up losing. I did only place 2 trades, which is way better than I did in the past. But yeah, anyways, that's enough. That's all I'm gonna say. But yeah, thank y'all for watching. Make sure before y'all leave, y'all like, comment, subscribe to the channel. This is just my second video. I'm gonna definitely make more videos, but I need y'all to help support the channel so I can do more of these videos. All right, yeah. Bye. Boo, corny, lame.